Alright, let's do this. Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins lose 2-1. Lose 2-1 to the New York Rangers. Took me a minute there. We got there. Wow. Man, is Jonathan Quick good. Igor Shesterkin on the IR for the Rangers. So Jonathan Quick will be getting the majority of the starts. New York Rangers at home. 2-8 in their last 10. Losers of 4 straight coming into this one. And boy, just get bailed out by their goalie. Their 38-year-old goalie who turns 39, I believe it's 3 weeks to the day as of today. As of tonight's recording of this video. Oh boy. I mean, passes were getting broken up left, right, and center. They had multiple 2-on-1s. Quick stopped them on all of them. I don't know. This was a weird one. New York scored 2 goals early. Well, kind of early. Both about midway through the second. Midway through the first. Within the span of 4 minutes of each other. That was kind of the game right there, to be honest. This team just didn't look great all game. Even when they scored, they had 3 very high dangerous chances the shift before. Didn't capitalize. Finally capitalized on the following shift. And then radio silence for the remainder of the game. I hope this isn't a trend, and that trend being the end of the new coach bump. I don't know. I mean, Swayman didn't look bad. I think he faced 24 shots. Stopped 22 of them. I don't know. Yeah. Just kind of a meh game, really. Which is kind of unfortunate after what I thought would be a good wake-up call against Washington. But apparently not. And now you have the Leafs at home. The Leafs in Toronto, so Boston's on the road. Saturday night, hockey night in Canada. Best of luck. I mean, you're going to need it. Because there's a pretty dang good chance that Austin Matthews is back. He was practicing with the team earlier this week. Sat out tonight's game, which the Leafs won, by the way. Get a point out of that one. I don't know. This is a very game to talk about. There wasn't a ton. If I'm not mistaken, there were 3 combined penalties. Yeah, just unfortunately one of those games. Man, I don't know. Call up. No, you can't. I don't know. What is the plan with Fabian Lysell? Matthew Poitras we know what he's going to be like at the NHL level, roughly, as at this point in his development path. Fabian Lysell, he hasn't even had a cup of coffee. He's had a sip, barely. Fabian Lysell has had the cream on the top of a latte. in the NHL. That's all he's had. He hasn't even had a sip. He's had the cream that's at the top of a latte, cappuccino, whatever you want to call it. That's it. That's all he's had. He's played the one game, and his line strikes first, and he could have had an assist on it. And you just send him right back down because his family's in town? Like, is that where this organization is? Because your family's in town? Oh, welcome to the NHL, kid? I don't think I'd want to play for an organization that does that. I mean, I get it, don't get me wrong. I would love to have my first NHL game be in front of family. If this could ever make the NHL, which I'm 19 sitting in my mom's basement making YouTube videos, probably not going to happen. I would still want to earn it, or at the very least feel like I've earned it, earned an opportunity to play. I hate to say it, I almost feel like he's going to feel like he hasn't. Unless maybe that was a plan that was set from the start. He was told, Kate, pick a game around Christmas. We'll call you up. Make sure your family's in town. Blah, blah, blah. We'll do all that. Welcome to the show, kid. You're finally going to get your first game. Then we're going to send you back down. I mean, even then, it's like, well, why? Because, so I get to play my first NHL game, and then no matter how I do, I'm getting sent back down. I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. I know that was a couple games ago now, but it still just doesn't quite sit well. You gotta call him up. Patra has been crushing it. Not calling them up is punting on this season. And I get it. You've lost your number 2 defenseman. Arguably number 1. Let's be real here. McAvoy has not looked good this season. He really hasn't. So you lose your 1B defenseman. Your 1A, still, it's got to be the man. He's grown up with the organization. You draft him. You train him. You develop him. That's got to be your 1A. You lose your 1B for, what is this? I think this is game 12 or 13, maybe? I don't know. I get a lot of teams can't do that, but I thought this team would be able to. And who knows? Sorry, a little update on Lindholm. He's not close to coming back. Or sorry, he's close to skating. He's not really that close to coming back. That's a quote directly from, or roughly directly from Joe Sacco. I don't know, man. It's just, it's tough. And I think this is what, 8 years? 8 years looks like of going for it. Because, I mean, realistically, the 2015-2016 season, you weren't really going for it. Yeah. I mean, those 3 draft picks that you all whiffed on. Nice one. So you punt on this year. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I think this team still makes the playoffs. I don't know. I don't like the way it's currently being managed, unfortunately. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you really liked. And you got goalied. Happens to the best of us. No, it doesn't. It doesn't happen to the best of us. It doesn't happen to good teams. Happens to mediocre teams, of which Boston is currently. Yeah. Next game is Saturday against the Leafs. Have a good one.